What it is, folks? How is everybody doing? This is Let's Talk, where the discussion gets personal. I'm your host, Matt Anthony. I'm with my co-host, A. Got some very special guests in the building. You feel me? My boys, Jerry and Vonnie. Nice to be here, Brody.
What's up?
Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
And big happy birthday shout out.
Hey,
you know how we get down.
Hey, thank you, boys. I appreciate y'all. Man, y'all know 25, bro. Feels crazy.
Quarter century mark. You're like a legend right now, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in that realm where boys is getting old, but boys is not old. You
That's
know what
big
I'm saying?
facts. Big facts, bro.
But thank you, bro. I appreciate the birthday wishes, bro, and everybody out there who's been saying happy birthday to me and showing me love and all of that, bro. I appreciate y'all and happy Easter. We got to get into some not so great news. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, my boy Jerry being from Yonkers and whatnot in New York, as well all of us from New York. You feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
Somebody that played a big part in our lives. You know what I mean? Growing up, listening to DMX. I'm gonna turn to Jerry. You know what I mean? This is his boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just wanted to, send out some prayers, for DMX and his family. They're going through some things right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully he pulls through.
Yes, sir.
It's not looking too good at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to send some prayers out to him and his family, man.
Big prayers on this Easter Sunday, bro. Keep fighting, DMX. You know what I mean? We care about you, bro. We love your music. You know what I mean? Just keep fighting. You feel me? And I know what it is. Like, we're not even going to get into that. But keep fighting, DMX. All right? We got to talk about it. You know what I mean? This is Let's Talk where the discussion gets personal. We're going to be talking about the Celtics. You feel me? Vonnie squad.
Ooh.
All right? We're going to be talking about a little baseball. Talk about Mets. You know what I mean? Where A resides. You know what I mean? A loves his New York Mets. All right? We're talking about a little bit of prospects, NFL prospects. Me and Jerry played ball together. We know a little bit of things about, football, the NFL. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Skill players.
Yes, sir.
Things like that. Right? And I'm just glad we're going to be able to debate today. Yeah, you know what I mean? I love talking sports. This is why we on this platform. Duh. All right? You feel me? All right? But we got to get into the NCAA men's basketball championship is set and the women's championship is set. And I can't wait to talk about it because, bruh, yesterday, I know we saw the shot that probably was heard around the world, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
One of the
greatest
shots ever.
That's what I'm saying. And we always have good shots in these tournaments. You know what I mean? You always have these games where, these wild moments. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every time.
For sure.
Yesterday by far was one of the
Tough game.
It was a tough game, but it was one of the best sequences I ever seen in college basketball history.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from Juzang's putback, you feel me? Off the rebound in OT, his putback.
Big shout out to Johnny Juzang, who just absolutely balled out last
honestly,
night.
though, Vonnie, yesterday we had a conversation. Vonnie was saying UCLA was the only team that, could have really
Put up a
knocked the
fight.
Zags off.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Going from the first four to the final four.
It's crazy.
And they play tough. And they play real tough.
That sequence, bro, was wild, bro. From the putback to, bro, nobody stopped ball on Jalen Suggs shot.
Yeah.
And that's
Ice
what
in
you
his
was
veins.
talking about. He had ice water in his
Ice in the veins,
bro.
but hey, with
Frozen
3-4
ice.
seconds left, I, as a coach, you got to pick him up.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
You can't just let him come down
You
the
got to
court
close
and
out
shoot.
on a shooter, bro. You just, and we've been talking about Jalen Suggs is legit. You know what I mean? He's my number one pick. Not on many people's, on draft board, but he's my number one pick. But, bro, dude literally had a clean look, call bank, game. One of the best sequences I've seen in college basketball history. Bro, what are y'all thoughts on the shot? And who do you see winning versus Baylor and Gonzaga? Gonzaga looking for that, prestigious, no loss on their season.
So
They're
I
looking to
think
be undefeated.
So I think off rip, I got to give a shout out to the UCLA Bruins because as Vonnie said, it was the first four. They beat Michigan State to advance, and they made it to the Final Four. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to the coach. Johnny Juzang just transferred from Kentucky. He made a name for himself at UCLA as a sophomore. So big shout out to him. But when we're looking at Baylor, we're not talking about Baylor because of what they did to Houston last night. They obliterated them. And Baylor's been doing this to everyone in the tournament lately.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it's tough for me. On both sides of the court. On both sides. Those two, they play defense, and those two guards up top, man, boys is dangerous. They got the college Donovan Mitchell over there.
Yep,
Davion Mitchell, wearing number 45, like Sputter.
Yep.
So
them boys are nice over there in Baylor.
And you know what? After last night's performance and seeing the Zags play, their depth, I think depth's going to play a role.
Oh, you think some depth is going to play a big role in the game?
I was big on Zags just a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago. But after watching Baylor play last night, I think it's going to be a lot closer than just the Zags taking the game. I believe the Zags might be the favorite right now. I haven't checked. But it's going to be tough. So
who do you got?
Let me hear what y'all got to say, and then I'll tell you who I got.
We're going to hear everybody.
That sounds like he said the Zags.
That's
what it sounds like. But
no, I'm leaning towards Baylor, actually.
Honestly, I was going to say.
So your pick is in. You got Baylor.
My pick isn't in. But I would say it's going to be a real close game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
People are thinking that it's going to be, a blowout game.
Yeah.
I feel as though it's going to be pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with, like we said, Baylor playing, both sides of the court pretty well.
Two number ones.
They're playing defense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're not just going down and scoring points. They're actually locking boys up.
That's big facts. They are locking boys up.
Honestly, like we said, Jalen Suggs, he plays a big part, in their success. If you have, the guards of Baylor, if they can get in there and actually play some defense and get some stops against him.
Might be rafting them boys.
I might have to go with Baylor.
Okay, so your pick is in at Baylor.
Yeah.
That's what you're going with? All right, Jerry's going with Baylor.
Might have to help Del Lago Casino and lock that in.
Punch that in?
Yeah, because this is a big game tomorrow.
All right.
Hey,
Vonnie, I'm coming to you.
Not lying.
I'm going with Gonzaga's.
Thank you, bro. We're on the same page with that.
The fact that they was blowing all the teams out, and then they played a game where it came to the wire, and they showed up. They knew what they had to do, and that's how they got that win. So I feel like now they're facing a team that they got to show up again.
Yep.
And Jalen Suggs and the rest of the Zags, I think they're going to do it.
I feel like the Zags is going to take this one, bro. I mean, just riding that momentum from the shot. I feel like Kitzbert, he's going to be a real key factor in the road. Stretch the floor a little bit, you feel me?
And Drew Timme.
You said riding the momentum, but bro, you don't want to get too high.
You don't want to get it too high, you feel me?
You don't want to get too high because now you got a couple dudes that come in there, they hit some clutch shots early on.
That's facts.
Now all your guys' momentum is gone.
I feel you.
So let's just...
I know but they also chasing undefeated season.
Yeah.
They riding that high momentum from that shot.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to have boys like a Kitzbert. I mean, put in a big game. You feel me? That's going to be a key factor. A boy like that who could stretch the floor and could take it into the paint.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be legit. They have a big chance. And I'm not, no disrespect to Baylor. They got their defense, you feel me? But I just think it's Gonzaga's time. You feel me? I think Coach Few got the boys in check. Jalen Suggs, bro, he's writing off a great season. I'm giving it to Zags. I'm siding with Vonnie on that.
And after hearing what y'all got to say, and listen, I don't dislike any of the two teams in the championship. Usually, I'm swayed to I want this team to win just because. But I like Baylor. I really do. I think they play really tough. And I like the Zags, too. So it's like Drew Timme last night. We were talking about it. Bro, his footwork is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Do you see his footwork?
It's ridiculous.
His paint game.
And I think if I had to pick a team, I think that's the reason I'm going to pick it. Because they got a solid big man who can go to work. He was playing with 4 fouls. He played smart. He didn't foul out in the last 4 minutes.
None of them boys did.
And they knew they had 4 fouls.
Trouble,
and that's why I would give the slight edge to them. I still think it's going to be a very close game, probably within a 4 or 3 point. But I'm going with the Zags.
So you are going with the Zags.
I just want to hear what y'all had to say.
That was a little spin. I thought y'all was both rocking with Baylor.
It's okay. I like to be the underdog.
All right. Jerry against the world right now.
It seems to be that way a lot of times. So
hey, listen, one day, hopefully one day it's Jerry world.
It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game.
For sure.
Let's transition to our ladies though. The ladies need some love too.
Big game today. Big
game. You feel me?
Definitely.
Arizona Wildcats versus Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pac-12 matchup. One of the first we ever seen in the championship game. All right. Coach Barnes. Confident, calm, cool as collected, always for the Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
The shooting of Stanford is going to play a big part. And them ladies love to shoot the threes. You feel me? Who do you have winning in this matchup, the Wildcats versus Stanford? And I'm coming to you, Jerry, on this one.
All right, so I'm going to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched much women's college basketball this year.
That's facts. It's been a hard year to watch. Some college basketball.
I'm not gonna say that I haven't watched completely,
but
I watched a little bit here and there, but I'm not very informed on both teams.
Yeah.
But again, I'm gonna go against everybody or what I think everybody's gonna pick. Being the Arizona Wildcats, I'm going against them. I'm gonna pick Stanford.
Oh, that's a big pick right there. We're gonna have to do some Chipotle wager bowls.
Definitely a big pick after we figure out who's picking who. Me, Jerry, I gotta go with the Arizona Wildcats.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, I gotta do it.
On that, Vonnie's.
I'm going with the Wildcats too.
I think the
I knew
Wildcats.
that though. I knew that's where it was going.
You knew that was the consensus.
Listen. Honestly, that seems like the better pick right now. But
they hot. Hey, why you going with the Wildcats?
But listen,
like
the Arizona
the
Wildcats
underdog,
is the underdog in this game. They're a -8.
Yep.
Vegas had them at -9 as of last night. As of this morning, they're -8. So they're projecting Stanford to win by 8. So I'm going with the underdog. I'm riding the hot hand simply because they took off the UConn Huskies.
That's right.
And UConn Huskies is one of the best. Right, Boney. One of the best teams,
the best
out
coaches,
there.
One of the best
coaches out there, and they got studs. Top players that are going to the league. We see what Breanna Stewart's doing in the league. We see what a lot of these girls are doing up in the WNBA.
The Wildcats, they got McDonald her senior season, bro. They trying to do something big.
Straight ballers. And for Arizona to take them off, it's a historic win for their school in general. And it's a historic run that they're on right now. So I'm just gonna ride the hot hand on this one. I'm sticking with my guts. I'm sticking with my wits, and I'm going with the Arizona Wildcats.
I hear this on Let's Talk. A is going with the Wildcats. He's riding momentum. He's riding defense and the confidence of that head coach. Bonnie, what are you calling?
I'm going with the Wildcats.
Yes, sir.
Like
yes, sir.
Said, they took out a team that's been winning for
like
years.
It's Jerry against the world right now again.
Hey, but listen, Jerry. One day, Jerry World. You'll have it all.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep working, bro.
He about to be an owner of the Cowboys one day. You feel me?
The Cowboys.
Hey, Jerry's World, bro. He's playing AT&T's in the room.
Listen.
I'm just saying, that's what A is calling, bro.
It's Big Blue over here. Don't do that.
My fault, Brody.
Don't do that.
All love with Big Blue.
So we got a general consensus of 3 Wildcats and one Stanford.
Yep, I got Stanford.
I'm going with the Wildcats just because of the defense they play. You feel me? The first black coach in the women's NCAA tournament, Ada Barnes. You know what I mean? I'm happy for a big shout out to that. And there's going to be plenty more. You feel me? There's going to be plenty more. All right? But I'm riding the Wildcats because of the defense they play. I feel like if they could close out on these shooters that Stanford have, because, Lord, they could shoot the 3. Right? They could shoot that basketball. If they could close out, force them to make some tough shots, I believe, you know what I mean, Miss McDonald, they're going to ride her. You know what I mean? She had 26 last game. Look for her to have a nice little 30 clip. You feel me? She got 30 in the clip. I know she got it to senior season. Possibly her last game ever played. You feel me?
Go out with a bang. She loaded up the clip, right?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm riding the Wildcats tonight. You feel me?
All right.
Crazy. All right. That's what we doing?
Yeah, Wildcats.
What you got to say about the Wildcats, Moni? It looks like you got
head in the game.
Get out of here.
Like I said,
get out of here.
And Matt said, defense is something that's very important.
Right.
I feel like, growing up playing sports, I always play defense, and I felt like defense wins championships. Like I've had coaches say defense wins championships. So I gotta go to defense.
That's big facts. Big facts. Word. I hear that.
Another Chipotle bowl, bro?
Hell no.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
Listen, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not informed enough to make that decision.
Don't mean you can't bet on it.
Yes, it do. I mean, that's the way I was taught. Like, you don't know enough about it. Don't make a bet.
Don't do it. I feel you. But shout out to all the college basketball players out there, men and women.
College athletes in general doing the thing.
And also the NCAA. We was talking about this before. NCAA, y'all got to do something. You got to do better for the women, for the ladies.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
More respect on their name.
Or more respect on the name. They athletes out there too, bro.
Listen,
you feel me?
They still do all the same things that male athletes do.
So today we ask you to do your part and tune in. Get them views up.
A little more funding on your part. On your part, y'all got the money, bro. Spend it.
You think about it, man, 6 a.m. workouts. Men and women do that.
Exactly.
You know
so
definitely tune in.
in.
Men and women do that.
Make classes. Off season is ridiculous, bro. We been there, bro. It's crazy. I mean, show some respect. Put some respect where the respect is deserved.
Big shout out to women's sport, college women's sports,
Word.
and all sports in general.
Yep.
Word. And as we transition, you feel me? The producers are saying we got to move on. You feel me?
Yeah, we got Larry in the back over there telling us we got to move on.
Vaughn was talking about defense, so I got to ask him, do the Celtics play defense as we go into the Celtics talk? I mean, they lost. I'm sorry, but the Celtics lost 6 of the last 10 games. They look like they're in a world of hurt. You know what I mean? We play in the same conference, same division as the Knicks. I mean, we just got a dub yesterday.
Big win.
Like, is something wrong with the Celtics? And if so, what is wrong with the Celtics? Vonnie, I'm going to you with this one.
Honestly, I think we have a lot of those players that's, want to be ISO players and, I need to put up this many points. No, we need a team to play as a team. Like, yes, Jaylen Brown is a big name now. Jason Tatum coming, from his rookie year to now, big name. And then we got Kemba Walker. Like, we got a lot of big names, yes, but everybody can't be a big name.
That's facts.
Like, if we play as a team, and also coming from, coaching staff too, we need our coaches to, actually talk to our players about, playing as a team. Like, everybody can't be that. Yeah, everybody can't be that ISO player. Like, yes, I know everybody want to win a championship and be an all-star and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, you got to play as a team, win as a team, lose as a team. Like, everything is it's team.
So that's facts.
Another thing, though, speaking of that, me and A, actually, we talked yesterday. A was saying that you have two players on your team who seem like they're together, and then your other,
everybody just falls in line.
Your other guy in Kemba, right? He's the one who seems to not be on the same page as the other two guys.
Yep.
Right, A?
That's for sure. That's for sure because I've been following the Boston Celtics all season, not because I'm a fan, just because I like the NBA. I like to see player development, and I really thought that this was the year for Jason Tatum to take that leap. And as you say, it's really no number one on that team. Is it Jaylen Brown? It really isn't Jaylen Brown, in my opinion. It should be Jason Tatum. So I think he should be the alpha. He should be the one. Okay, it's my team. I'm taking my boys to the top. Everybody else fall in line. But you got Kemba Walker after big losses, smiling, dapping the other team up, the opponents just giggling, looking at the camera. He's too happy. I'm like, dog.
Can't win when you're too happy.
Can't win when you're too happy. You got to really want this. And I feel like Kemba, I don't know what it is, man. It's something about it. Bro, you're an all-star. Step it up, So it's only so much I can say for him.
Has the problem with the squad, because you're talking about Kemba Walker and he's always happy because I'm happy. He's always happy. You feel me? So is it Kemba Walker? You know what I mean? Like, is he part of the problem?
Man, listen. From what I've seen, I found that the identifier. It's got to be. It's got to be Kemba. He definitely got to, in my opinion, change his game up. But I don't follow the Celtics as close as Vonnie does.
Okay, so we're going to Vonnie.
So what do you think about Kemba?
I think because now, Kemba's on the team to where it's like he's not that main player. Like, he has help, and he should use it. Like, when he was when he was on Charlotte, he was the main player. But it wasn't working. Yeah. They barely made the playoffs. I was just say he made the All-Star.
Made the playoffs, but he did way better than he's playing right now.
He did play because it was him. Now he got help, and it's like, so you got to share.
I feel you. I feel you.
Is it him not being able to play with other players, or is it just him not being able to play right now?
I think it's a combination. I think it's the expectation, and I think it's the injuries. I think in Charlotte, he didn't have the weight of the world on his shoulders. As in, okay, Charlotte, y'all need to be successful. Y'all got to go out there, make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, possibly the Finals, and compete for a chip. Now he's in Boston. All the cameras are on him, and this is why I think this is his way of coping with the stress. He's smiling a lot for the cameras. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're not asking you to smile, Kemba.
Yeah.
We need the W's.
And they need to compete.
And Boston needs to compete. Yep. They got players and they got a coach that can, really get to that championship level. But they're just underperforming right now.
And you say the coach, all right? And to me, what I've been seeing is it's a lot of play calling. It's a lot of play style. You feel me? Like you said earlier, Von, that they run ISO. It's just ISO ball. They rank 8th in ISO, right? And don't even average a point.
That's not good.
Per possession, which is ridiculous.
Horrible.
Right? So when it comes down to play calling and play style, coach, you feel me? Coach, what are you doing? All right? Brad Stevens, to me, he should be on a short leash. Feel me? I know Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens been there for a long time, you feel me? From coaching his college days, I believe BYU or Butler, whatever it was, Butler. All right? He's been with the Celtics for a long time. No championships out of this run, you feel me? We saw Doc Rivers get the boot in LA. You know what I'm saying? How much longer will Danny Ainge wait for a championship in competent play. Last year, they were a legit team. They was always contenders. Now that they fall all the way to the 8th seed, what is going on? It has everything, to me, in my eyes, to do with Brad Stevens. You feel me? It's the coach, it's the play style, and it looks like some of the players don't buy in to his philosophies and what he's teaching out there. And that's what I think is the problem with the Celtics right now. That's why they can't excel and reach their ceiling. You feel me?
That's
great.
That's big facts. That's big facts.
Word.
When the players stop buying into the philosophy of the coach, it's never good for the team in general. It's not good for team morale, and you definitely aren't winning. We saw what happened in Atlanta this year. Them boys was losing. Got rid of the coach. David Millen comes in
real quick,
and they're 10-2 since.
That's what I'm saying.
In the playoffs.
Sometimes it has to do with your coach. Everything has to do with your coach.
I honestly believe, like you said, we have been going to the Eastern Conference Finals, making the playoffs, but I only think Brad Stevens only has a couple of years until they give him the snip because
right.
You've gotten so close. Every year you get close. Then this year, I mean, yes, COVID is a thing and all that stuff.
And they missed a lot of Celtics players missed games.
But like you getting so close to the finals and stuff, like we need you to get to the finals. We need that championship.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, then obviously the Boston Celtics front office is gonna bring somebody that they believe can do that.
That's facts. I have to agree with you 100%. I believe the consensus of the group could say the same thing, right?
I don't know.
It looked like Jerry got his eye. He got the people's eye,
much,
bro.
You know what I mean? I don't have much to say about the coach. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you have like we all been talking about. You have players who are underperforming.
Yeah.
Right. Your coach can affect some of that change, but you can't put that all on the coach.
You can't put it all on the coach. I feel you.
Know what I mean?
And I completely agree with that. At the end of the day, the responsibility falls on the players. But the NBA, unlike any other sport, it's a players' league.
Yeah, it's a players' league.
So they make the decisions. They are what drives the coaching decisions when it comes to like management and letting coaches go. And I don't see it in any other league. But I do see in the NBA where the players really do run the league, which is, hey, listen, I think it's fire. I think it's dope. But, hey, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, y'all got to show up.
They got to get it together.
Kemba Walker, come on, baby.
They got to get it together. You don't want to be in the play-in.
So what's your team look like, Vonnie? You think you're going to be good? You going to snap back?
I got faith in them to snap back. Top 5 seed.
Top 5. That's a big jump.
I got That's
a big jump. But
I mean, we got the Hornets today. So.
And the Hornets have been playing tough.
Yeah.
Ever since they lost LaMelo, I thought they might have sunk in.
But
their point guard stepped up. Scary Terry, y'all should have never let him go. But hey, that's a story for another day. They've been balling.
I don't want to let him go either.
Hey, but let's transition. The Celtics, I mean, they gotta get right.
Get it together.
They gotta get right. They gotta get it together. Kemba gotta step up. You feel me? And they gotta want to play ball. Feel me? Look like they quitting on the coach a little bit.
Listen, you're a Knicks fan. You can't.
I can't talk because I'm a Knicks fan. You feel me? You just got a dub. You
can't be giving them too much props. You know what I mean?
Jerry, don't talk about the Knicks. Let's not get disrespectful with the Knicks right now. If you want to talk Knicks, we could talk Knicks right now, and you could get me hot on my birthday, bro.
Listen, I'm just saying, you being a Knicks fan.
That's a flag on your take, bro.
I hear you, bro.
I'm saying, you being a Knicks fan, you can't be giving them too much props. See, look, you wasn't even really listening to what I was saying.
All right, my bad. See, when I hear Knicks, you feel me?
It just automatically.
We've been down so bad, bro. So when I hear somebody talk about the Knicks, it's usually hate.
Well, you just gotta win.
Yeah. We just gotta win.
You just gotta win.
We just gotta win. Let's talk
after 2 losses, but we'll win.
We just got a dub. We just blew out Detroit. You feel me? Had Norville Powell looking like the MVP of the league.
I love it.
Feel me? Within the last 2 minutes of the game.
10-day contract.
10-day contract. You know what I mean? Might be signed for a little veterans minimum wage. You feel me? That's still $1.5 million. You know what I mean? Let's get into the NFL, bro. Let's get into football, bro. What we really love. What we really about. You feel me? NFL just expanded their regular season. Feel me? A little bit of an uproar from some of the players around the league. I mean,
Alvin Kamara.
You know, voicing their concerns and how they don't like the new agreement with the extra game. I mean, they had a chance. They voted on it. They voted yes. I believe it was back last April. They voted yes. It was only a matter of time before this gets pushed. You feel me? Into real law, right? So now there's a little bit of uproar. They got an extra game. Do you think players have the right to be, and I'm coming to you, Jerry, have the right to be upset over an expanded season, just one more game?
So I'm a little bit in the middle. You know, I believe they do have a right to be upset because you know, that is their livelihood. But also, like you just said, they vote on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one extra game, and then you have to think about COVID.
Yep.
And all the guys who are in college who lost quite a few games. You have to think about how in the NFL we lost the preseason this year. You have to think about guys who were forfeiting games due to COVID. Or you have to think about
like
all
a Nate
those
Soldier.
things.
He didn't play last year.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Older guy.
So you have to think about all those things, right? And how the game was stripped from you.
Yeah.
And you gotta ultimately, in my opinion, you gotta appreciate having the game, right? Having those extra, those extra snaps.
That's
even
what I'm
though
saying.
we're saying they're still saying that there's not gonna be as many preseason games, which
that could like offset. It kind of offsets the balance of
kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
In a small way. In a small way. Because your main guys, your starters are not really playing full games
in the preseason and whatnot.
So I kind of get that part, but I would just say they kind of gotta appreciate what they have. Right now. So
yeah, some of y'all players show some appreciation. You feel me? I like that take, Jerry. Like you gotta be appreciative. This game of football is not gonna last a lifetime. You get what I'm saying?
No, it will not.
All right, the last change I believe was 44 years ago. You feel me? When they expanded their season to 17 to 16 games. All right, it's been 44 years since the NFL seen some change with the season, with the structure. All right, so why not? What's wrong with this extra game? You gonna lose sleep over an extra game? No. You concerned about injuries over the extra game? All right, bro. You got some of the best trainers, some of the best doctors out there. All right, rehab, get right. You feel me? Smoke a little bit of peyote. You feel me? They don't get drug tested like that anymore, and they not gonna get suspended. I mean, for having a little weed in their system. You know what I'm saying?
Shaking. He's ready.
All I'm saying is, it's one game. It's a rejuvenation from the league. And you're gonna get more money in your pockets. That's number one. You get an extra check.
And for our operations.
That's what I'm saying. For our operations guys, some of our lower level people. You know what I mean? People that take tickets.
Nick Prince. Shout out to my boy.
Shout out to Nick Prince, who's on the sideline for the Bills. He's gonna get an extra check. His pockets are gonna look nice. You know what I mean? Congratulations for the players that are complaining. All right, this is a chance for y'all to make more money. This is a chance for the salary cap to go up. Right. So that's more money in your pockets too. At the end of when you're in a free agent year, you can ask for a little bit more money because that cap goes up. What is the big problem with one extra game? I don't see it. If you hurt, you could sit down.
Hey, listen, I hear all your comments and listen, I get it. More money, better for the players, better for the lower level individuals, that are also getting paid. So big shout out to them. But hey, listen, it's an agreement now. It's been, we're not going to talk about it. What if or what could have been? Because at the end of the day, we're having 17 games this season. Level people are getting paid, and just in general, it's just more money for the league.
Yeah.
But the league itself already has enough money, and I think the league itself doesn't pay the players enough for all the work they do, even with this new agreement. So at the end of the day, the league is winning because they're getting more revenue. The boys up top, the real owners, the one who really make the moves, they're gonna get paid exponentially more because these games could mean I get an extra week. It could mean a week where I lose the opportunity to be in the playoffs or make the playoffs. So that's good for the league, more viewership. But at the end of the day, we got to look at players' health too. We can't just focus on the monetary aspect of the game.
I feel you.
We got to look at years of lives lost, in my opinion. So I think that, it's great that they got an extra game, but at the end of the day, the longevity of the football player is going to get shortened with this.
But the Players Association did vote on this.
They did.
I mean, they voted. They could have said no.
They did, but there's big names out there that we all know about that aren't happy with this decision.
Yeah, you said Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara is one of them.
Let's talk about that.
He's a running back. This is going to affect him more.
Let's talk about it. This offseason, Alvin Kamara is snowboarding, trying to do flips.
Hey, listen.
Word.
I'm not going to judge someone.
So if we're going to talk about him trying to, the longevity of his career, he's jeopardizing it by
But hold up. What's the issue with somebody snowboarding? That's your livelihood. That's your leisure time. You're not getting hit by a 300-pound Mack truck. There's an opportunity.
No difference.
It's like saying It's like saying I'm driving today. There's a higher probability of me getting into accident when I'm driving than when I'm in a plane. So it's like saying the same thing. It's my leisure activity, bro.
Boy can't play one more game?
Listen, if
So
he don't
that's
want
my point. One more game versus him going out there snowboarding, where he literally is saying on the video, "I've never
but that's not
snowboarded
his
before.
job.
I've never snowboarded before, and I'm gonna
It-
try to do a flip."
So
He could risk injury.
So let me put it in this perspective. What if your job said, Jerry, you can't have that 1 week vacation off this year. Actually, for the rest of the time you're working with us, you can't have that 1 week vacation with us anymore. You're gonna work. How are you gonna feel?
Alvin Kamara,
I'm gonna work 1 extra week, and I'm gonna get another game check for it.
And but that's your week. That's you have it in your schedule.
All right,
They're just adding to it.
in the NFL season, right? They have however long of a break. So you mean you're gonna take 1 week off of my months of break, and I'm gonna get paid for it?
Hey, listen, I don't know
Absolutely,
about you.
I'm taking it.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty
I'm a
sure.
hustler, baby. I'm
Hey,
taking
listen,
it.
that's
hustle mentality.
You say that right now, but when you're training all year around to be at the top level of your athleticism when it comes to playing that sport, you don't really have all those months off. You're always working out. You're always getting in the grind, and you're at the top of the top.
Even if, all right, they have the 1 extra game at the end of the season.
At the end of the day,
I know
they
Alvin
do.
Kamara is looking to be in the playoffs. He's not taking vacation.
Yeah.
All right, you feel me? He's not taking vacation out there in January.
Listen, all I
So
said
either
is
way-
I was siding on the players. I get your takes, but my take goes a little further into it when it comes to that extra week. So I get it; they already have it in place. It's not like they're gonna change. It's just my simple
I
opinion
feel you.
on this take.
And-
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this extra week could, possibly put a team in the playoffs or out of the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
So like that extra game could decide if you going to playoffs, possibly the Super Bowl, or if you just going straight home.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I feel like the extra game, it's not that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Due to COVID and injuries, that's something that we kind of gotta work on and stuff like that. But like I said, that extra game could break you or make you.
That's fact.
I hear you. I hear you guys.
One thing good that comes out of this though is you'll never have another 8-8 season, 9-7 season, or a 7-9 season. And we all know Jeff Fisher. He could be a part of that because all the 7-9 finishes that he had in his career. I know he's happy about that. You feel me? So that's one thing that comes out to this. You feel me? Players, don't take football for granted, bro. It's a sport that we love. We love to watch y'all play. I know sometimes that you don't think that you're on the winning part of the receiving end of all of these laws that are being passed within the NFL. 1 extra game is not going to kill you. I mean, collect your check, be happy. And like you said, some of those players that really don't get burned, maybe they get some play. Maybe they get some burn. You feel me?
Hey, listen.
That's all I got to say.
I hear that, but you said
see.
one extra game's not gonna kill you, bro. But in the sport of football, we've seen these injuries happen, bro. Where listen, God forbid any of that stuff happens in week 17 of the upcoming season. But I side on the players with this. I'm with them on this. But hey, listen, we're gonna watch y'all play 17 games. So Big Blue, y'all better get in.
Also, too, like if players feel like I don't want to jeopardize getting injured, do what you do in the preseason. Play so many snaps or so many downs. Then, like you said, let the young guys come in.
We don't do that in football. You don't do that in football. That's why you have games once a week.
Yep.
That's the
True,
whole reason for games once a
but
week. This isn't basketball. This isn't soccer. This isn't baseball.
But
we
it's
have
also
games once a week for that reason. You rest up.
Recovery.
You're gonna
Exactly.
recover. You're gonna practice. You're gonna prepare for the next team, and you're gonna put it all out there when the game comes. So I kind of disagree with that.
I mean, if players is complaining about it, then
It's a reason why the NBA
It's
wanted.
only a few
it's
players.
either you
It's a
don't play.
reason why the NBA wanted to shorten the 82 game season because it's a high impact, high contact sport where they're running up and down all the time. There's more risk for injury, and I think that's what we're really not looking at is the more injuries that are going to happen. We're looking at the playoffs. Last year, Patrick Mahomes, throughout the whole playoff run, he was injured. He had this, he had that. So I just think it's just going to open the door for more injuries. But hey,
You got to play through that.
I get it, bro. But you're not at your top shape.
Nobody's at their top shape and after 16 games and have to play in the playoffs. No football player could be there and be like, I'm at the best, the best shape of my life and my career right now.
And I get that.
After a whole 16 weeks, and then you got to play in the playoffs.
But
that's one thing you got to understand with ball players.
But
You're
then
never
again,
healthy.
You're taking away a couple games of preseason. So those are more games that
but preseason in general, the stars don't really be out there.
Yeah.
And I think the stars are the ones who have an issue with this, as it is in the NBA. It's the stars that have an issue with the 82-game season, and that's why they're thinking about really making it a 62-game season or something like that.
But hey, there's one thing maybe the NFL could adapt to is a sort of a load management if need be. You get what I'm saying? If need be, if you're outside the playoffs looking in, or if you're getting in, maybe your boy take a half off. You know what I'm saying? Don't say you can't rest a game. Say if you're not in the playoffs, or you just say if you're playing a scrub. Say if you're playing a scrub. You get what I'm saying?
This is gonna be big for fantasy football players.
It is.
So
it is.
So I'm a little excited now because I could have used that extra game this year.
You could have.
I could have used that extra game this year. Now when I put one and one together,
y'all should have seen A in our fantasy league. A talking, chatting big. You know what I mean? First couple weeks, I'm down bad a little bit. I'm 3-2, whatever, maybe 2-3. He riding high. A Benz beats me in our first matchup, but you know who ended on top at the end of the season?
Rigo?
No. Your boy. You feel me? Your boy.
But and I get that. But at the end of the day, you didn't win the ring, and I didn't win the ring.
I came in second place.
So much we could talk about.
I came in second place. You feel me? I'm sorry I didn't win the ring, but I came in second place.
You making it sound like you won the whole thing, bro.
Where did you finish?
It don't matter. It don't matter where I
A
finished.
loss is a loss.
Yeah, loss is a loss, bro. We didn't finish in first.
All right, I ain't finishing first. I take second place. I don't get a trophy for that.
Hey,
my bad.
Just like second place is just being the first to lose.
Drake said it best.
God damn, Jerry. All right, Jerry.
You know what I mean? I just had to.
You just had to say that. And on my birthday.
On your birthday.
On my birthday.
It's all right.
It be your own friend sometimes.
It's okay.
You know what I mean? Thanks for the Tim Hortons. All right, let's get into NFL Draft Prospects Pro Day. The NFL Draft is coming up April 29th. Yes. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see, the drip from some of these players. I know. Mm-hmm. I believe it's in person. I believe it's in person this year. So I can't wait to see the drip. You feel me?
Is it in New York?
No.
Where's it at?
They usually have it at Radio City.
Yeah. I think last time it was in Chicago. So now they changing up. They changing up venues. We'll see. I'll do my research on that soon. But a lot of prospects had their pro days. This past week. Oregon, Alabama, places like, who else? BYU, Ohio State. We saw Justin Fields out there balling.
Florida.
Did LSU have the pro day?
LSU, yes. Jamar Chase was out there running routes. Bro, looked like he was in tip-top shape. Yep. My goodness. Yep. Oh my goodness, bro. Yep. Man's built like a gladiator.
That's why I had him as my number one wide receiver.
You feel me?
I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. And we just gonna go down the lane. All right. I want to know who are you most impressed with after they pro day. I'm starting with you, Von.
I'm going with my boy Kyle Pitts.
Ooh, okay.
I gotta stick with Kyle Pitts. That man, 6'6", 245. Running a 4.43, 4.4, like that's just impressive.
Word.
And he's only gonna get better. I know, like we discussed before, he got to work on his blocking and all that stuff, but he's just a dog. He honestly reminds me of something like a Gronk and a Calvin Johnson, like
that's what
a
I'm
mixture.
saying.
Like he's a dog.
And DK.
He is a dog.
Yeah, he's nice. DK too. Just running down that field.
Big Blue fans. Jeremy
my
Shockey.
gosh.
I'm not opposed of a Kyle Pitts at number 11. Bro. I'm not opposed to it. I know you are. I know because I know what you want. I know you want them big body boys.
Yes.
You want them O-line. You want
O-line and linebackers.
Some linebackers.
That's what we need.
But honestly, I'm seeing Kyle Pitts in mock drafts going number 2.
That's which is ridiculous.
There's a possibility he could go number 2.
But kudos to that, bro, because the man has the size. He looks like he could be generational talent out there, bro.
Yes.
Like, I was watching
household
this, John.
Name.
What'd you say? I
said a household name.
Yeah, he's going to be a household name, bro. Like, he got great hips. His footwork, bro. He's a big man, bro. But the way he's able to stop on a dime, on his breaks, in and out of cuts.
Unbelievable.
Man's going to be able to catch the ball in some tight windows, bring it down just because of his frame. You feel me? Jerry, I'm coming to you. What do you think? Who are you impressed with?
I was impressed with Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Justin Fields was another guy I was impressed with, especially because going into his pro day, you had a lot of hype around the BYU kid.
Yeah, Zach Wilson.
Right? And they're talking about his big throw. He was rolling left. He threw it across the field. But Justin Fields showed out.
He did the same exact thing.
It was a little different. He was rolling left. Still the throw was to the left.
Yep.
But put around the money.
He got the bomb.
You know, I forgot what he ran in the 40.
He was Justin Fields, bro. He was up there in the. I believe it was like a 4. Was it 4.4 something?
It was. Yeah,
I'm not positive what he ran.
Yeah, it was
but
around.
it was
under
good.
4.5.
I'm pretty sure it was like
Yeah.
a 4.43. I think I seen. That's what I saw.
It definitely was in the 4.4.
I can
It was
check
in
with
the
my
4.4,
stats guys
right?
real
Yeah,
quick.
he ran 4.4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which
I
is
knew he
pretty
was up
legit.
there.
Well, look, he's doing a great job. You know,
Mhm.
I think he's gonna be, one of the guys that that'll
Is
show
it?
out.
All right, I like that.
Just one thing though, I want to see him show that he has a little bit more accuracy because that's some things that people are commenting on.
Yeah, that's big in the
They're saying,
NFL too.
Yeah, they're saying he can avoid defenders.
Mhm.
He has good pocket presence.
Yep.
He's a good open field runner, but he's not making
Yep.
the accurate throws, which I think he can make. But he just needs to show that to everybody.
And if you have that in the NFL, you're gonna come in as a rookie. Them defensive backs, they're gonna pick on that. They're gonna see that and they're gonna take that ball to his house. You feel me? So
But whatever team picks him up, you already know coaches are gonna be on top of that. So.
Yeah,
they got a baller. I'm gonna tell you my pick. I do like the Kyle Pitts pick, right? Kyle Pitts is a man amongst boys. But I'm gonna have to go with somebody that plays defense. You feel me? From Alabama, Patrick Surtain Jr.
Okay.
All right, this man. When I watched his pro day, 6'2", all right, strong dude, physique. You feel me? And he's a defensive back at 6'2". He's gonna be able to cover them bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? You need that in this league.
Yes,
he's versatile. You feel me? He could lock down and he could come inside, play a little slot if need be. You get what I'm saying? He put up 19 on the bench, so he's no slouch in the weight room. You get what I'm saying? And he ran, I believe he ran a 4.42. Around there. He ran a 4.4, so the man is quick. I think Patrick Surtain, he's going to come into the locker room and he's going to be the best cornerback on the field. Just watch and just wait. I was so impressed, all right, out of his drops. And for a 6'2" guy, he has this low center of gravity. You feel me? That he's going to be able to match up with some speedy wide receivers out there.
Yeah,
he stays low to the ground.
Bama boys.
That was a big claim, though. You said the best DB in the room?
He's going to be the best DB in the room.
Wow.
I'm telling you, look at Patrick Surtain,
That's
bro.
a big claim.
Look at how poised he is. And for a dude, 6'2", he weighs like 200 something pounds, bro.
Yeah.
The way he's able to get low, bro, and drive his feet back, Burton, he impressed me. And I think he's going to be a great NFL player in this league. And I'm going to go to you, A, on who you most impressed with.
So I definitely got to, for sure. I definitely got to give a shout out, as Jerry said, to my boy from Ohio State, Justin Fields, just because I do think his draft stock went up after his pro day. And there was a lot of naysayers. There was a lot of people talking down on him. And you know me, I always like to see players thrive when it comes to adversity. So big shout out to him. But I'm going to have to go with Jamar Chase on this one, the LSU standout wideout.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Hey, listen, we had a couple episodes ago, we talked about top wide receivers that we looked in the draft class.
Yep.
We looked at Waddle. We looked at Jalen Smith. We talked about Jamar Chase. I had him as my personal number one.
Yep.
And I think he just balled out this pro day.
That's fast.
You know,
he did.
He was jumping out the building. He was hitting his cuts. He was just doing everything. He was showing the 4.3 speed as well. What was that, Vonnie?
One-handed catches.
One-handed catches.
The speed is what I like.
And you got to understand, looking at his boy, his alma mater boy, Odell Beckham Jr., definitely a little inspirational. Them LSU boys always ball out in the league, whatever position it is. So, listen, he did the right thing. He took the year off, really worked on his body.
Yep.
Probably, he was in the gym grinding, making sure, getting ready for this pro day, and he absolutely balled out after being in the hyperbolic time chamber like Goku.
It looked like he got a second gear when he was running routes out there, right?
Definitely.
I noticed some of his fly routes, and Jerry, you could chime in being a receiver yourself. He looked like after he got past the 20-yard mark, 30-yard mark, bro, he kicked it into the second gear, bro.
Yeah,
He was able to close out, grab the ball, bro. Man looked like an animal out there. His physique, right? He's been in the gym. You feel me?
And you know what I really like about him?
He's gonna be balling.
As a draft stock, he's got the body build, he's got the size, he's got the height, he's got the speed, he's got the hands, he's got on the line, he's got the footwork. So he's definitely gonna create separation.
Yep.
He gets in and out of his break very well.
And Jerry, you can attest to that. You were a wide receiver, so
yeah, I played receiver for a little bit. But one thing that he does very well, he gets in and out of his breaks almost effortlessly.
Yeah.
And he also, after he catches the ball, he gets upfield.
Yep, he got that yak.
You know
He
what I
gets
mean?
that
He's
yard
gonna,
after
he's
catch.
Gonna, he's gonna have some yak.
That's for sure.
The only thing, again, we haven't seen him against.
I feel you.
Anybody in the past year.
We haven't, but the last time we saw him, he had 20 touchdowns. He
I
beat
agree.
Alabama.
I agree. That's my number one receiver as well.
And he absolutely balled out. And I think he just did the right choice. He made the right decision and thought about, I got to feed my family. I got to make sure my draft stock stays up, and I can't risk injury playing with LSU, who don't have Joe Burrow anymore.
That's facts.
So he he definitely did the right thing. I know we haven't seen him play in a year, but hey, listen, we saw him in the pro day.
Everything is different with the pads on.
I agree. And like you said, everything's different with pads on. A year without playing football it makes a difference.
You're going to have to adjust.
A year without somebody hitting you makes a difference.
That's why we got a preseason.
That's why we got to adjust. That's why we have a preseason. Let's see what he could do. I mean, the man's going to be a baller. Hasn't had the pads on in a year. It's going to be tough for him. I mean, you're going to have to transition.
Minicamp, OTAs.
Hopefully, I believe the NFL is going to have those this year. Hopefully, standardized testing. We could have some OTAs, get a rookie minicamp in there.
For sure, definitely.
And be good. You feel me? He could put the pads on. He can suit up a little bit.
Man.
He'll be valid for a team.
He'll be okay. I think
he's
still the number one receiver coming out.
So I just got to say, big shout out to all them boys that balled out in pro day. It was a big day. We were talking about some boys wasn't going to be able to have the pro day and whatnot. But fortunately enough for these specific guys, they got their shot and they balled out. So their draft stock went up, and now their pockets is going to go up. So big shout out to them.
Big shout out to all them boys who's been balling. I mean, we're going to look out for you on draft day. All right. And good luck out there. Get drafted, make a lot of money, make your families proud. You feel me? As we close, got to talk about Cade Cunningham. He declares for the NBA draft. All right. A lot of people think he's going to be great. Me, not so. He's going to be great. Is he my number one pick? No, he's not. What do you guys feel? I'm coming to you, Jerry.
Listen, he's doing pretty well. You know what I mean? He looks good. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie, the boy looks good.
Like 6'7" or something like that. 6'6", 6'7", 6'8".
Like how we started off the show, you got another guy over there, Gonzaga, who's looking pretty damn good too.
Words for sure.
And he does it all. Jalen Suggs, he could do it all.
Yes.
Plays defense too. Did you saw the block?
We didn't even touch on the block that he had last night towards the end of the game when he blocked the center. Yeah. And that's the football in him. That's what I saw. Because, listen, he had the opportunity to go play football as well. And that's
Bama.
And that's the dog I saw. Listen, he looked like a corner or a safety.
He looked like he was batting that ball,
he said, not in my house. No. But I have to agree with Cade Cunningham.
Word.
I don't know if he's the number one pick right now. Just because, I understand Oklahoma State didn't have, the top prospects, and I understand he was undoubtedly probably the best college player in this year. But I don't know if I can say that now after Jalen Suggs' performance. And you got some boys in the G League. So I personally think it's going to be Green, who's in the G League right now. A lot of NBA prospects are saying this man is ready to be in the league right now.
He already played with NBA talent level boys.
Exactly.
I mean, people get called up from the G League all the time.
Yeah.
Like, he played great in the G League.
And he's in the G League, but he still hasn't been drafted. So he will be in this year's NBA draft. So I got Green going at number 1. I think Cade Cunningham is definitely top 3, definitely top 5.
He was in the G League in part. The NBA starting up their little developmental program,
which is fire.
Which is fire. I think
these players are getting paid.
A little different route from the NCAA, which is all good. They get their, a little bit of professionalism and playing with some older guys. You get what I'm saying?
They get to make money.
Yeah, they get to make money.
You get to make money,
which is awesome.
bro. That's what it comes down to.
Word.
You get to make money for your family.
Word. So, are you embracing Cade Cunningham? Are you embracing him number 1 pick, or you like Suggs? I know A is going with Jalen Green.
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I'm still.
You got to do a little scouting.
Yeah, I got.
What about you, Vonnie?
From what I've been hearing, Cade Cunningham is that number 1. But what I've seen in Jalen Suggs, he's my number 1.
That's
especially
I gotta agree.
The way he played last night, the way he's been playing this whole tournament. Like, he's not just that player that's, I'm going to get you 20 points. He's going to get you 20 points and play some good defense.
Word.
Like, that block yesterday, that block was tremendous. It came down to, are we going to step up and win this game? And that's what Jalen Suggs did.
That's facts.
He stepped up. That shot was amazing.
Yep.
He said it in his interview. he practiced shots like that just in case something like that comes down to it. So,
bro, you knew
Can't
that shot was
Kobe.
going.
yeah,
He said
You
he
knew
wanted
that
to
shot
stand
was-
up on the table like
Yeah.
Kobe.
like
He
Kobe
did.
and D-Wade.
You knew that shot
was
was
fire.
going.
That was fire.
He
Yeah,
knew
I
it was
seen
going.
that. That
So
was fire.
I
we
feel
gotta
like-
go back to the shot.
I definitely feel like, especially if they win it all, they win it all, and Jalen Suggs have a good game, championship game, and they win. I think his draft stock is gonna go way up.
That's
possibly
big fact.
number one
I tell
pick.
you one
I
thing.
gotta agree with Vonnie.
And Vonnie, I tell you one thing. If Jalen Suggs and the Zags do win it, I think that anytime he pulls up to Gonzaga, they're not even gonna check. He's gonna walk right inside the building because it's gonna be the first chip ever, which is something they've been working for. And
For a
hey,
long
listen,
time.
I'm not
And
mad
with
at
an
you for that.
undefeated season.
Yep, which will be
Undefeated
ridiculous.
season too.
That would be crazy.
Hasn't happened since Indiana. I think that was like
In
40-something years ago.
79.
Yeah.
79, bro.
That's
Crazy.
So if Jalen Suggs can do it, I'm going with him as number one pick.
Word. That's awesome. I gotta agree with you. I'm going with Jalen Suggs. Either him or Evan Mobley. Dude got some sides, but I like Suggs. His heart, the way he plays the game.
Tough.
Dude is tough, like you
Going
said.
with
Hey,
Joe Hampton.
Joe Hampton. that's your man.
Yeah, my boy Joe
Hey.
Hampton from Last Chance U.
That's facts. That's facts. Last chance, you. We hope to see your name in the draft get called, yo. All right. As we close, too, I would like to say a big congratulations to, our head coach Roy Williams of the UNC Tar Heels.
Yeah.
A lot of times, a lot of games, watching him on the sidelines. The man changed. I'm about to call him a boy. The man changed the lives of many players. Look like us. You feel me? Some brothers like us. Giving us some good wisdom. Even, when he, chimes in on ESPN, he always got something good to say. Vonnie, I say you could attest. How long has he been coaching?
33 seasons. I'm pretty sure 3 tournament championships. I'm not sure how many.
The man's great.
Yeah.
The man's great. You know what I mean? Dude,
Why you looking at him like that?
Nah, I thought he said three national championships.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like,
this is your boy.
I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's the accurate number.
Nah, he do.
Yeah,
It is
just
three.
three.
Just
But
three.
okay.
Yeah,
But
that's three.
anyways, that is my boy. That is my boy. I'm a big UNC Tar Heel fan.
What's your team, Vonnie?
He's on the other side of Chapel Hill.
Yeah,
He's a
Duke.
big
Blue
Dookie fan.
Devils.
Hey,
You
listen,
talk about
I-
Coach Roy.
You're a dookie.
Yeah.
But the thing is, listen, bro. But the thing is, I don't got a problem with Coach K. I think Coach K is fire. I think he's dope. So respects to him. I mean, it's just your
Another
players in
legendary
general.
coach.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, boys. We're congratulating Coach Williams, bro, on a
It's-
great
no,
stellar career.
no, no.
Hey,
and
listen, the talk gets personal.
Yeah, I mean,
Ain't
Duke,
that right?
I feel the animosity.
No.
So,
I was giving a little shout out.
UNC versus Duke, North Carolina.
I was giving a little shout out
That's
to
a
Coach
big
K.
rival game.
But listen. I in general, I think you hit on it. He definitely had a great career over there at Chapel Hill and UNC, and I think he had a lot of NBA production. He sent a lot of players into the NBA, and I think he was just a great role model for the players. He kept his word
on and off the court.
On and off the court, he kept his word to those kids' families that were kids when they came into college. He made the best of what he could with those players.
That's
Some went
facts.
to the league, others have careers. I'm pretty sure he's got a group chat with all these boys years and years later. So big shout out to him. He did great for the
He
UNC
did.
Tar Heels. And hey, listen, man, enjoy life after college basketball. Enjoy life with the family. I know you got kids, you got daughters out there, and enjoy life with the wifey. So big shout out to Roy. Got to show out. I got to show my love to him.
Retirement is always great when you finish on top. You
That's
feel me?
for sure.
He might not have had the best season, but the
I was gonna
man,
say on top this year.
he's not on top this year, but the man had a great career.
Absolutely.
He's gonna go down as one of the greatest coaches in college basketball.
To ever coach the game. And congratulations to Roy Williams. As we close, bro, I just want to say thank y'all for being on the show. Let's talk.
Thanks for having us,
Y'all know
bro.
y'all are always
Always.
welcome. You feel me? Always welcome. Feel me? And this is Let's Talk Sports, where the discussion gets personal. I'm rocking with A.
Yes, sir.
You can catch us on Instagram at Let's Talk Sports 40. All right, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Everything you need to go to is in the bio. You feel me? Hit the link tree. All right, and this has been fun. This has been great. All right, happy Easter, everybody. We love y'all. Make sure y'all tune in and stay safe out there.
Stay safe,
All right, this has been fun. Have a good one.
Yep.